Quick question. How many of you have the Duolingo app on your phone? This one. The little tiny irritating annoying all that you have a 7 day streak, don't break it. The app is free, lessons are free, everything free. And yet the company is $7 billion. Let's go. So here's the question nobody asks. If everything is free, where is the $7 billion coming from? And more importantly, why did the man who built it say that studying abroad was the single decision that changed everything for him? That story starts today. I promise you will never ignore that green owl notification again. That's Luis von Ahn, born in Guatemala in 1978. Not Silicon Valley, not New York, not London, Guatemala. His family was comfortable. His grandmother owned a candy shop, and Guatemala in 1980s was not exactly the land of opportunity for a kid who wanted to change the world. Louis was brilliant, mathematically gifted, obviously highly curious, but in Guatemala, the brilliance only takes you so far. The ceiling was low and the opportunities were limited. But then he got a scholarship. Duke University, North Carolina, United States of America. He packed his bags, left Guatemala, and went to study abroad. And that decision, that one decision to go abroad, is the reason you have and I have Duolingo on our phones right now. Think about that. A student from Guatemala gets a scholarship, goes abroad, and changes how 500 million people learn language today. That is the study abroad story, not a brochure, not a statistics, a real person, a real decision, and a real outcome. Now this part is beautiful. Now before Duolingo, Louis built something that you have definitely used without even knowing who created it or who invented it. You know those distorted letters that websites ask you to type to prove that you are not a robot? A, E, 7, P, Z, like that? Louis invented it. And at Carnegie Mellon, where he did his PhD, he then realized that every time someone types a CAPTCHA, that's a human solving a problem that a computer can't solve. What if we made that useful? He invented reCAPTCHA, where the words you type were actually helping digitize old books and newspapers, millions of people solving millions of puzzles without knowing they were helping archive human history. Google bought reCAPTCHA for $10 million, and Louis was 28 years old. Most people would stop there, buy a nice house, fancy car, get married, settle down. But Louis went back on his desk, he sat down and he thought, what problem do I solve next? And the answer he got was language. Here's where it gets absolutely interested, and if you have watched till here, please make sure to subscribe. We keep bringing amazing stories and amazing breakdowns on world people or some business ideas or case studies which you might not get to hear every day. So if you have enjoyed the video, stay till the last, and also please share and subscribe. Moving on, here's where it gets interesting. Lewis noted something. There are 500 million people in the world wants to learn a new language. There was a statistics which is available, and language learning was expensive. If you would have noticed, if we go for French classes, German classes, anywhere near us, $50 per hour, $100 per hour, $500 to $1,000 for the whole language course. So only people with money or a certain class were able to afford such languages. Like English specifically is the single biggest barrier between a student from a developing country and a world class opportunity. Now let's say a student in Zimbabwe who speaks perfect English gets a great job in London, but a student in Guatemala who doesn't stays in Guatemala. So language was literally the wall between two lives, and Lewis, who crossed the wall himself, decided to tear it down for free. In 2011, Duolingo launched. free, completely free, no catch, no credit card, just learn a language for free. And people went insane for it. 10 million users in the first year, 100 million by 2014, and 500 million active users today. The most downloaded education app in the history of App Store, and still completely free. And how is it worth $7 billion? That's it. That's where it gets absolutely genius, and that's where me and you learn from. The money, 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 money. Three revenue streams, all hidden inside the free app, and absolutely all of them are brilliant. Stream one, Duolingo Plus. So now it is called Super Duolingo. You use the app for free, but there are ads and there are lives, and you get five mistakes, and if you make them, they make you wait or you pay. Super Duolingo removes the ads, removes the wait, and gives you unlimited practice. And it's about $7 to $13 per month. And do you know how many subscribers? 8 million paid subscribers. 8 million people paying $10 a month on an average. $80 million a month, nearly $1 billion a year from a free app. And stream 2, what is the second? Duolingo English Test. This is the one most people in the room should know about. Universities globally now accept Duolingo English Test as proof of English proficiency. You want to go to Europe, you want to go America, even UK, Canada, a lot of universities are now accepting Duolingo. And instead of paying $200 for your IELTS, you can actually pay $65 for Duolingo test. Take it from home, get result in 2 days. $65 per test, hundreds of thousands of students every year. This is directly relevant to any student who wants to go abroad and wants to get an English proficiency test. And just for good news, if you go to matchmyuni.com, you see test vouchers. We are also partners of Duolingo. You can get it for absolutely subsidized, cost less than even $65 through us. Free users see ads, 500 million free users seeing relevant ads every single day. The reach is enormous, the targeting is precise, you know exactly what language a student is learning. So let's say a student is learning German language. Imagine he is seeing the ads for German universities, German cars, how to land a job in Germany, everything. I'm sure this must sound familiar, and that is what we discussed on the Google video as well, the Google model. Data equals targeting. Targeting equals premium ad rates, and premium ad rates equals billions of dollars. Now, let me talk about one thing Duolingo does that no education company has ever done this so well, called gamification. You see Snapchat, we have a streak, we need to send snaps every day to maintain that streak. They got a streak. You have lives, you have a leaderboard, and you have XP points. You must have a league, bronze, silver, gold, diamond. You have achievements. You have, most importantly, something called Duo, D-U-O. Duo is the owl that is the most passive aggressive mascot in the history of marketing. Most passive aggressive mascot. You haven't practiced today. Your streak is at risk. I am not angry. I am just disappointed. Imagine the kind of notification. And it works because our brains are wired like that. We don't want to lose something we have spent so many days building. Imagine we have done 47 days and we have a 47 day streak and we missed today, so we don't want to miss today. And these kind of things makes a user come back to the app. It's not like I love Spanish, it's because I cannot let that Duo, the mascot, down. This is called loss aversion, and Duolingo weaponized it more effectively than almost any other company in the history. This streak feature alone increased daily active users by 22%. One feature, 22% more engagement, for the fear of losing something you have already built. Every business you build, give people a streak, give them something to lose. Watch them never leave. Here's what I want you to take away from this story. Louis grew up in Guatemala, smart kid, limited opportunity, language barrier. He got a scholarship, went abroad, got educated, built two companies, changed how humans communicate. Now, how many students are sitting right now in India, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Botswana, Zambia? You can be from anywhere, Liberia. Smart kids, limited opportunities, one language barrier away from a completely different life. The Duolingo English Test, accepted by universities across the world, results in 2 days. The wall that once separated Louis, his dream was a language barrier. He tore it down for free for everyone. The wall that is separating you right now from your dream, whether it is money, language, information, is smaller than you think. And we help students tear that wall down every day at matchmyuni.com, completely free. Louis believed that access to education should not depend on your zip code or your bank account or your country of birth. And this is exactly what we believe too. Three things before you go: share this video with someone learning a language right now, or someone thinking about studying abroad. This story was made for them. Subscribe. We have already done Google, Microsoft, Duolingo, IKEA, Airbnb, Spotify are coming. Every story more insane from the last. Comment below what is your current Duolingo streak if you are using. If not, please start. If you can start using zero cons. Duo is watching. No cheatings. And if you're serious about studying abroad, matchmyuni.com, just reach out to us, and every detail will be in the description. Ciao, ciao.